Ninth-ranked Gonzaga with the ball in a 103 tie.
That's what I was talking, settling for a jump shot. That's exactly what they did.
One of the few times they took too long to get into it.
They've been running on adrenaline, but you get the sense now the pace slowing. You wonder if mental and physical fatigue is starting to take over. Not for Morrison. That's 41 in a single game. Maui tournament record. Nobody has scored as many points as Adam Morrison's 41 in this tournament.
What a ticker. Great release. Taking advantage of size.
Ager to Brown. Ager, deep three!
Oh my goodness.
Michigan State the lead. Again, a very small difference between the game clock, which you see, and the shot clock, which is at 30 as Gonzaga calls the timeout. So 1.9 the difference. And will Gonzaga take it all the way down and try to win it on the last shot of the third overtime?
And he knows how to take advantage of size, Jay. Great delivery.
Is there any limit to the heroics of Morrison and Ager? What a thriller.
Wow.
Ager with 36, 12 more than his previous career high. He's had 30 since the half. He had 3 fouls at the half. He picked up his 4th early in the second half, went out of the game, came back with 13-11 remaining in the second half, played the rest of regulation and all of these overtimes without fouling out. Davis has 26 points and 13 rebounds for Michigan State. And a tournament record 41 points for Adam Morrison in this EA Sports Maui Invitational semifinal. Longest game in tournament history. We haven't been here. You've been here for almost all of these, Bill. And this has been a classic. I can't imagine there's ever been a better game, more exciting game played at this high a level in the history of this tournament.
Absolutely sensational. You know what I was thinking of in the timeout there with Morrison? Reminds me of Larry Bird. Coach is talking, just give me the ball. I'll take care of business. That's what he looks like.
Boy, and Ager's really stepped up to the challenge of guarding Morrison down the stretch here.
Pendergraft.
And downstream.
They're going to try to score quickly. Don't want to run the risk of waiting for the buzzer. And Morrison will go to the line. Michigan State should have a chance to get the ball back. You like that strategy? Don't let it come down to one shot. Go early, extend the game.
I think you got to do it so you have more opportunity. I just love the design of the play. They run a double, so they empty the backside. He's able to put it on the floor with his left hand. So creative, and a great call from the bench.
And that's it for Ager.
And he gets a tremendous hand from both fan sections. Played 28 minutes with 4 fouls, and finally fouls out with 36 points.
What a gutsy performance by Maurice Ager.
Well, not that he's awakened a lot of eyes, but boy, if you didn't know about him before, you know about him now. Big time ticker.
Morrison to the line. He has the only miss of the night from the free throw line for Gonzaga. They're 23 of 24. He's 9 out of 10. Now 10 out of 11. Tied in 106. This for the lead with 19 seconds left. The Zags have made 25 straight free throws. They lead by 1. Timeout. Neither team has a timeout left. I don't know if either team has much of anything left the way this one has gone.
It's been as thrilling as I've been witnessed. I can't remember one, including NCAA Final Four games. This is shot for shot, counterpunch for counterpunch.
This could be the year you meet that perfect.
Well, it's not that often that events, games, live up to the hype. This was by far the most anticipated of the 22 now EA Sports Maui Invitationals. certainly the best field. You have 6 of the 8 schools that have won national championships, 2 Hall of Fame coaches. I think this is better than anything we could have anticipated, particularly to have these teams playing this way at this time of the year.
Yeah, it is so early, and to have this exciting of a game, certainly you can have this exciting of a game from time to time, but played at this high a level with big play made after big play, and the coaches diagramming plays and having them executed almost flawlessly.
And right now they're going to have to be flawless, Michigan State. Looks like straight up man-to-man by the Zags. A pin down.
And no Ager to rescue them this time. Will there be another hero for the Spartans? 10 seconds to go. Neitzel passed it up. Underneath. Suton missed the layup. And they're indicating held ball.
Gonzaga gets it.
Pendergraft had it. It looked like he was fouled. I didn't see much of a held ball. Suton missed a wide open layup that would have given Michigan State the lead again.
Suton set the screen, and as often happens, he was the one that was wide open, but just barely missed the shot. Unfortunate.
A little hold here on the inbounds pass. Walton, not a bad move when you think of it.
You know, that questionable held ball call might have hurt Michigan State, because if it had been a foul instead, there'd be slightly more time on the clock, but they also would have had Pendergraft shooting for Gonzaga instead of Rivio, one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Michigan State would have been better off if that was called a foul instead of a held ball.
And just, you know, one of those situations, too, where you get a look like that, you're shocked. Suton, the dribble, drag people, he slips to the goal.
Now, remember, at the end of regulation, if Rivio hits these two, it's still a one-possession game. It's a 3-point game, and you've got to expect them to hit them. We asked the question, should Mark Few and Gonzaga foul? They did not have a timeout then. They've got a dead ball situation. You ask the question again, do you foul? Now, with Maurice Ager out of the game, one big 3-point threat out, but if he knocks these two down, you are in the period where you might want to foul.
I think he might, but also don't forget, if they go to the free throw line with Davis and Suton, they seem to have more size, but this is just a tough play as the dribble attracted all the white shirts, and he is just aghast at a blown opportunity. But he has played good, solid basketball. I think that happens frequently when you're all of a sudden wide open.
You know, there's been a lengthy delay here, and I'm not quite sure what this is about.
It's over how much time is left on the clock. Izzo asked them to take a look at it.
And they have put time back on. It was 4.4. They've moved it to 4.6. Rivio goes to the line. Gonzaga missed its first free throw of the game. Morrison missed one. They've made 25 in a row since. And here's Rivio, who once made 41 in a row from the line last season. He's 5 for 5 from the line tonight, has 25 points.
And plenty of speed for Michigan State on the floor with the push hard dribble.
Shannon Brown's the guy you got to look for here.
Shannon Brown, they need a 3 to tie and force a 4th overtime. Brown, he was not fouled. Izzo hopping mad about the lack of a call. He's all over Donnie Gray. And a most unsatisfying ending to a classic game for Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans. Gonzaga prevails in 3 overtimes, 109 to 106.
Shannon Brown taking it down the sideline, gets trapped. He jumped into the defender, Pargo. I understand why Tom Izzo's upset, but I think the referees would say he tried to create that contact.
I think he just lost the ball.
I think it was a good non-call, and of course he thinks he got him on the wrist.
And we have very experienced officials. It was Donnie Gray right there, who's worked in a lot of big games. These guys would not have been afraid to make that big call at this juncture if they thought it was a foul. It just looked like the ball was slipping out.
I do too.
As Brown went up.
What, Mark Few just coming over. What a classic. Nobody lost this game, Sean.
No.
Everybody gained. College basketball gained the most.
Danny Ainge just walked over and shook hands with Mark Few in front of us. Well, that was played at a high level. It wouldn't surprise you, Bill, to see either one of these two teams in the Final Four. Right. Not the Maui Final Four, the big Final Four at the end of the year. Here's Jay Billis with Mark Few.
Mark Few, first of all, congratulations. Have you ever been a part of a game that was played at that high of a level for that long a period of time?
Not for that long, but it had eerily reminded me of the Arizona game in the NCAA tournament. Two teams playing great,